We can't de-winterize yet because we just got snow, but we are getting ready for a camping trip in less than 2 weeks, so why don't you come along? We didn't do too many things today, but I'll show you what we got through. So I did line a lot of the shelves with contact paper, so that, or rubber, like a rubber mat. It's made by Contact, and then kind of tested out some different storage options so we know what will fit in different places. And then I have the bottom shelf lined. This is the contact paper that I used. I got this from Target. There's a 12-inch and then like I think a 17-inch, which it appears that the 12-inch will fit perfectly up here. We just kind of ran out of time today and it is very cold. So we're going to do that at a later date. And then I lined this cabinet as well, both shelves. So that will help when we're traveling down the road. And then this is our cast iron skillets, and I want to make sure that they don't move around a lot. There's not much wiggle room in here, but making sure that they kind of stay put. We also hung a couple. It's very cold outside, so it's still in the 30s, 40s, but we did try hanging one of these. It's a suction cup, so this will be like a cap holder or something like that, and then figured out that down here we'll be able to use to put the dog leashes and use that. But otherwise, just kind of checking things out, checking different storage container solutions to see like what we have. One other thing I did today was this shower caddy. It is a suction cup. And we did have this at home, so I just kind of put it against the bench because I couldn't really find where to put it in the shower itself. And so we'll use that while we're on the road, and that should keep everything in place while we travel. We may move it eventually, but right now I think that's a good spot for it. Again, it is very cold outside, so the suction cup wasn't really working very well. So right now that's its temporary spot. And then we did get a different bed comforter. This is Eddie Bauer that I bought on Amazon. We opted for a king so that we have additional space down here and then along the sides, so that there's room. The queens tend to come pretty short, and just kind of made the bed so that is all good to go when we're ready to go. Yesterday we came and I measured all of these cabinets to be able to put clothes in. Normally we live out of a suitcase, but our first trip will be pretty extensive this time. So we're gonna leave here in about 2 weeks, and then we're gonna head down south in Colorado, cut over to West Texas, then we're going to head over to Hot Springs, Arkansas. So it'll be 3 to 4 weeks on the road. And so like our normal just overnight bag isn't really going to work. So we need to start kind of figuring out how to live in the space. So we do have, I did get some bins for up there to be able to have clothes and that kind of stuff. So that's it. That's all we did today. Nick did check out the hitch to make sure we were at the right height, so we're on pretty level ground at our storage facility, and we were able to measure that and make sure that everything is where it needs to be. The first trip we had with this camper, we had a bit of trailer sway, and because we are traveling so many miles, we wanted to make sure that that is all set up properly. So now it for sure is, and we're looking forward to a trip in a couple of weeks.
So while Emily was getting stuff kind of arranged inside, I did some walk-arounds outside, and some of the things that I did Emily mentioned, which is I was making sure the hitch was in the right location so that we didn't experience any sway. I'm still a little nose up, so I may still correct that, but it's driving just fine so far. And I'm going to flip around here. So the other thing that we did is we put snap pads on all 4 of our stabilizers. And I'll do a little bit of an overlay so you can see how that looks. But the easiest thing to do really is to put a little bit of Dawn soap on it, and it kind of just snaps on pretty quickly once you put the pad down. And walking around front here, we also put a snap pad on the tongue, or on the I guess on the tongue lift here. So flipping around, and on ours, that is the 6-inch one, and that was probably the easiest one to put on. It really just slipped into place. You can kind of see that's the cable for our Starlink, which is out right now, and running over to the trailer. That's the hitch I was playing with. All in all, we got a lot done on that trip, and as you can tell, we've actually started our trip now. So we're out in our first campground of, I think, 7, and we're hanging out pretty good. Hopefully we'll have an update for the Starlink pretty soon. I will say it's working pretty well for us so far.
Thanks for watching.